I think the first thing I noticed was probably her smile. She has a beautiful smile. But beyond that, just her laugh, her sense of humor. We really connected over jokes and just a shared sort of sense of silliness right off the bat. Haley was almost immediately someone who I thought understood me, and I could feel like myself around her.
From the moment we met, I felt so seen and understood within an hour of meeting. And he has always made me feel safe and allowed me to truly be myself and be silly and fun and serious and everything in between. On our third date, I just had a sense that I was going to love him.
I think that was probably on our snowboarding trip to Timberline Resort in Oregon, Mount Hood. It was probably our first like big overnight trip, road trip. And yeah, I think there was just kind of a sense of what is this gonna be kind of going on in the air, and a lot of nerves, I think. It's a little embarrassing because that trip, Haley did tell me that she loved me, and I told her I wasn't quite ready to say it yet. In retrospect, I was totally in love with her by then. But I was nervous, so I didn't say it. But yeah, that's a trip I will always remember, that's for sure. There are a lot. Like smells associated with like camping and hiking that I will always associate with her. Just from like trips that we did to Glacier, Montana, trips in the Sawtooths. But honestly, like I associate so many things with Haley. Like if I see something that makes me laugh, she's the first person I want to tell. If I have like a story that I have to share with someone, she's like the person I pull my phone up and text her. So it's almost like, what do I not associate with Haley,
I mean, smells his deodorant, I would say. Anything to do with nature or the outdoors, biking, hiking, wilderness. Kind, calm, and committed.
Haley is incredibly thoughtful. She's opinionated, which I love, and she is empathetic.
Probably either a wolf or a deer. Like, as weird as that sounds. A wolf because he's extremely loyal and sticks to his people. A deer just because they're kind of, I don't know, majestic and wild and yeah.
I think she would be a river otter. Maybe because that's her favorite animal. But, I think the characteristics are there too. She's very cute. River otters are very cute. I believe they fall asleep holding hands, which is just adorable, and who wouldn't want that? And I associate river otters as just being playful and fun, and it seems like they're always hanging out like in a group with their friends, and Haley's a very sociable person, especially with her close friends, so yeah, I think it's a good fit. Whew. Hopefully, I will be able to say this to her, and I can just say, what a ride it's been. And I'm glad we're both still here.
Thank you for loving me so perfectly, just the way I am. Love you, and I'm very excited to see you in a few minutes.
Okay. Thank you.
I just want to say I'm excited. Feeling nervous. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes till I will see her for the first time since this morning. Which I can't wait for that. And I am ready for the rest of our lives together. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what your reaction is to the goth makeup, but
That would be incredible.
Give me your strength and show me your weakness. We're in this together now. We're in this together now. Give me your love and tell me your secrets. 'Cause we're in this together now. Yeah, we're in this together now. No, 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 no.
your family. Support this marriage and the family today. Lynn, Steve, Lena, will you welcome Haley into your family? Support this marriage and the family they are becoming today. You can all be seated. Everybody's supposed to sit down.
Oh yeah, we did this.
Sorry.
Well, welcome everybody. On behalf of Haley and Nathan, I would like to welcome everyone that has made the effort to be here on such a special day. Your presence is a reminder of the incredible love and support that surrounds them as they begin this marriage effort. I first met Haley during our grad school program, and we quickly became close friends, commiserating over assignments and papers and dreaming about the kinds of counselors that we would become. And we did become. From the very beginning, I knew Haley to be someone deeply grounded in loyalty, authenticity, and a sense of safety. Qualities that draw people to her and make them feel at home. And then I met Nathan, and over time, I've come to know him as a man of wisdom, stability, and quiet strength. Together, Haley and Nathan balance and complement one another in such a beautiful way. Where one may need reassurance, the other provides. Where one shines, the other celebrates. They bring out the best in each other, and it's easy to see why they make such a wonderful couple. This marriage marks the safety that Haley and Nathan have found in each other. I believe marriage at its best is meant to be a safe place. A place where you can let down your guard, knowing the other person will be there to stay. It's in that space of trust and commitment that love can grow deeper, steadier, and stronger over time. And now, with that spirit of safety and trust in mind, Haley and Nathan will speak the promises that will carry them forward. These vows are the words that give shape to the love they've already built and the commitment they now share before us all.
Haley, as soon as we met for the first time, it was obvious to me, and I think to you as well, that we were very different people. Right off the bat, there were certainly lifestyle differences between the two of us. You were only a few years out of college, 23 years old, but you were already on a career path, you had a nice apartment, you had a lot of respectable friends, great friends, and you had a strict routine. You had morning workouts, you were doing meal prep on the weekends, you had a full-time job and a side hustle job. I was very impressed. As for me, 27 years old at the time, I worked 6 months out of the year, pretending that it was enough to make a living. Everything I owned fit in my car, and after our first date, I went back to where I lived, which was in a shed. That was temporary. There are other differences too. There are probably too many to name. For example, you love Taylor Swift's music. And I also love Taylor Swift. Why do we listen to her on every road trip? Because we both love her. So there's one thing in common. But the point is, despite these differences, as we spent more time together, as we grew closer, and we fell in love, I realized that these differences didn't mean much in the game. We actually got along really well. And we still do. We make each other laugh. Even though we both secretly think we're the funnier one. We support each other, always. And some of our differences have become the bedrock of our relationship. Seeing your devotion to your friends and family has rubbed off on me. And you have turned me into a better friend, a better brother, a better son. I really believe that. Your empathy, honesty, and even just the joy you display every time you see a bee or a bird in our backyard, those are all traits that I love in you, and I'm always striving to find myself. So, for all of those reasons, and a million more, I am hoping to spend the rest of my life with you. And standing here before you today, I want to promise you. So, I, Nathan, promise you to listen to you. I promise to support you in all of your ambitious endeavors. I promise to face life's challenges with you together as best as I can, as best as you are able to. I promise to try to make you laugh, even when you don't feel like laughing, unless it's like really serious. No laughing. And finally, I promise to love you.
I lock my knees.
Nathan, I want to start off my vows by getting in one last "I told you so" before I rid it from my vocabulary for the rest of our time. I knew we would get here, standing in front of each other at this altar way earlier than either of us were comfortable with. Thank you for not running when I told you as much after only 4 months of dating. And now for my favorite pastime, I get to tell you the story of us. Our love story started as many modern ones do, with a right swipe and a witty quip about the Kardashians. It continued again as many modern romances do, with us messaging briefly, me ghosting, you responding 6 months later with another witty quip, me ghosting again, and finally, with enough charm and sarcasm on your part, it culminated in an agreement to meet up for drinks. And while our story officially began in October of 2018, I actually like to believe that it started 6 months prior in March. Deep in the throes of postgraduate depression, I'd begun journaling. It was a habit I developed to help me gain clarity and practice self-compassion during a time that I was severely lacking in both. And on March 22nd, 2018, what started as a journal entry bemoaning the abysmal dating scene turned into a love letter to myself about my future partner. And so what better day to read this list? No. Here's the thing, self. The right man will not make you feel inferior or less than or like you need to change a single thing about you. He will see you. The love, joy, laughter, and loyalty that you bring to the table. You will know when you found him deep down in your gut, the same gut that you only listen to half the time. He will make you laugh. God will make you laugh. Like two little kids without a care in the world. He will challenge your views and piss you off. He'll point out when you're being a bit dramatic, because let's face it, you are. He'll listen to your insecurities and all of the little dark parts of yourself that you want to get rid of, and he will assure you that you're perfect just the way you are. You'll laugh and roll your eyes while he wipes the tears from your cheeks and murmurs that everything will be fine. He will be the light when you're in the dark, not to fix the situation, but to show you that there's a way out. He won't laugh at you when you're sad or mad. He won't invalidate your feelings or dismiss your emotions. He will be loyal. I know what you're thinking, does that even exist? But trust me, it does. He won't be perfect, and that will be a relief, because some days you'll really wonder. He'll have his he'll have his own baggage that he'll bring to the table. You'll unpack it together and admire how each of you turned out the way that you did. And most importantly, he will make you feel loved like never before. He won't complete you, because anything will complete you, but he will compliment you. And when you finally meet him, when you've gone on enough mediocre dates, when you've done your soul searching and figured out how magnificent you are, when you finally accepted the beauty of being single and independent and in charge of your life alone, you will show up, and you will know. Because your gut will whisper, him. And this time, you'll listen. And 6 months later, on the evening of October 27th, 2018, I showed up to a bar on 8th Street and saw the back of your head, and something in me whispered, him. Nathan, you embody every characteristic on this list, and so many more that I could have never dreamed of. You are kind and warm and one of the most open and understanding people I have ever met. You are grounded and practical. You are the grounded and practical counterpart to my somewhat head in the clouds or the sky is falling approach to life. My human Xanax, I often call you, because with you I have found peace that parts of you didn't know existed. Your passion for your hobbies and interests is continually inspiring, and is likely why, with the two of us combined, our house doubles as a craft shop most of the year. Your grace and patience for others is beyond measure, with me and my emotions, our dog and hers, with each new hobby or sport that we tackle that you end up coaching me through. We are opposites in almost every sense of the word, but in our love for each other, we are the same. For 7 years, you've been my steady place and my calm in every storm. And in loving you and being loved by you, I have learned how to better love myself. And while I cherish the life we've already built, I know the best part is still ahead of us. Today, standing here with you, I not only celebrate the love that has carried us this far, but I also make these promises to guide us through all that's yet to come. One more page. I, Haley, promise you, Nathan, to always respect and admire you, and to appreciate you for who you are, as well as the person you are. I promise that your dreams will be my dreams, and that I will do everything I can to make it a reality for both of us. I promise to take responsibility and accountability, to continually self-reflect and to own when I'm wrong, which is rarely. I promise to be a witness to your life and a participant in your experiences, and to open myself to you as witness and participant encourage and delight in you, to laugh with you and comfort you. I promise to nurture and strengthen the love between us in good times and bad, when life is simple and when it is not, and loving you. I promise to love you fully and without reservation today and every day, to walk beside you hand in hand forever.
Nathan and Haley, please join hands and take a look at their connection. These are the hands of your partner, young and strong and full of love for you. Hands that are holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love this version of each other and each version you will be throughout the coming years. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as you build your future together. The hands that will love, cherish, and comfort you like no one else's can. These are the hands that will hold you when grief or fear fill your mind and heart. These are the hands that will wipe tears from your eyes countless times, tears of sorrow, and just as today, tears of joy. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it most. And lastly, these are the hands that, even when they are wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. And now, I would like to ask Nate's brother, Danon, to present the rings. Do you, Nathan, take Haley to be your partner in life? Do you take Haley to be your partner in life? Do you promise to love, choose, listen to, nurture, celebrate, and show up for her in all seasons of life for the rest of your days?
I do.
Haley. Do you, Haley, take Nathan to be your partner in life?
I do.
Do you promise to love, choose, listen to, nurture, celebrate, and show up for him in all seasons of life for the rest of your days?
I do.
Now, not so hard. Two people in love do not live in isolation. Their love is a source of strength with which they may nourish not only each other but also the world around them. Each person here has played an integral part in Haley and Nathan's relationship and will continue to do so in the future. Some of you, of course, are close family members. Others are lifelong friends. Some of you perhaps are meeting Nathan or Haley for the first time today. Weddings are kind of funny like that. Your presence means you're important to someone who's important to this couple. Collectively, you have all given love, support, friendship, and trust to this couple and their friends and family. As a symbol of their gratitude, Haley and Nathan have written notes for each of you, which are now being passed around. And we invite you to take a moment to read these before we move on.
So you want us to cry?
Yeah.
Bring the tears.
I now ask you, the witnesses and community of this couple, to stand. I ask that you respond, "We do," after I read each of the following vows. Do you, the family and chosen family of this couple, promise to love and cherish them for who they are?
We do.
Do you, the community of this couple, promise to support them in sickness and health, to offer your love and guidance, especially when it is needed?
We do.
Do you, the rock and foundation of their lives together, promise to help them laugh, challenge them to be the best they can be? Are you sure about that part? And nourish their love now as they grow old together?
We do.
With the power vested in me by the state of Idaho and the support of your family and friends, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Stop. We did it.
We did it.
Oh God.
Oh no. You with you? I think we're still. Yeah, we'll
Give us some love, guys. Give us some love. Something bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that
especially my family members. It wasn't the shortest voyage out to Idaho. So it just means the world to both of us that each and every one of you are here with us, and we can't wait to spend the rest of the night together, create some memories, and have a great time. So thank you.
You kind of stole all the words, but I also wanted to say thank you to everyone who is here. You all mean so much to us.
Thank you.
This day has been filled with so many emotions, and we're so
so grateful for all of you. Last thing though is in lieu of a bouquet toss tonight, I wanted to dedicate my bouquet to my mom. I would not be the woman that I am today without you. I don't know if I would also be standing here with you without my mom for talking me down through some emotions throughout this relationship. So thank you so much. And I wanted you to have this. So.
I would turn them upside down and just go dry nicely, and then she can use them. Can I hold it? Oh gosh. Okay. I think we got it.
I forgot my speech already. On behalf of all the parents of the bride and groom, we'd like to extend our appreciation to all of you for being here tonight to celebrate the union of Nate and Haley. I know it means a lot to them and it means a lot to us. I also wanted to say, I think we should all count our lucky stars that we made the cut. Because she was pretty judicious and like who she wanted at her wedding. We were out. Some of you may or may not know, but Haley was born on Easter. But for me, coming back from a deployment to Haiti, it felt more like Christmas. I thought you would cry. She became my little Hawaiian baby. My little Haley Kalikimaka, is what I used to say. But little did I know that she would grow up to teach me that accidents are okay, that the Jonas Brother concerts are worth crying for, that it's not okay to learn the birds and the bees in 2nd grade. Yeah, see? That guy right there. And sometimes children are wiser than their parents. It's been, or I am so proud of the woman that you've become, and to see all your successes and your accomplishments. I feel like I'm in Sarasota running on the sidelines of the state crew championship that is slow motion. And I'm just so glad that I could to be here for this event. So for this momentous milestone for you, I have a wish. The first wish is that you never stop laughing with your eyes, that you continue to love with all your heart, and you never stop, or the fire never lets out of your passion to serve others, because the world needs people like you. So I'm so happy for you, and I love you so much. Nathan, you had me at, you probably know why I'm calling. And I will tell you that I'm so grateful to you for calling me and making me part of the process. It meant a lot to me. I didn't really know you, And when I Google stalked you, and I saw an article on dumpster diving. And I read the last quote in the story, and it went, quote, "I'm a dumpster diver, and I eat trash." I didn't know what to think. But, like we heard last night, it didn't take me long to realize that you were the right person for my daughter. And I got to spend time with you, and a lot of things were mentioned last night, but it was the small things. It was the opening of the doors. It was the gentle nudges when somebody was getting hangry. It was the taking the beach chair. I swear I was not watching you in the camera. It was it was taking the beach chair up from the beach for her. And it was helping her down the steps when we were on the trail. Those told me how much you cared for my daughter. And it was the big things. And one that I don't think I can ever replicate, please know this right now. I can't believe you made my daughter a dress. But that is awesome. So thank you for all that. So my wish for you, Nate, is never stop climbing rocks, no matter how large or small. To always be that quiet but purposeful listener in a room. And to never stop writing the words of encouragement to all of us to live in a better world, because we need people like you writing that stuff. So I'm very happy that you're with my daughter, and I'm very proud to call you my son-in-law. So for the first toast tonight, to the bride and groom, you gotta remember this, let the roots of your love today serve as a strong foundation for your love for tomorrows. Nate and Haven. And now I can drink.
And I have the privilege of being a maid of honor for Haley. I'm going to turn my way down to protect the brand, because I know I'm going to start crying. So I'm just going to address this half of the room and over Haley. So I have a nice intro, but before I get to the intro, I want to intro the intro with an acknowledgement of the Garden Valley Public Library for coming through with a printer for me today, and Jacob Smith for getting this printed out for me, because I did finish it at 2 p.m. So, anyway, if you would like to make a donation to the Garden Valley Public Library, you can do that later. Public speaking is not something I would typically, literally ever volunteer for, but for those of you who don't know me, there is nothing I wouldn't do for Haley. Except to maybe look at her during the speech so we don't cry. It's a very special moment when you meet the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. The person who will grow to be your best friend, biggest fan, partner in crime, and favorite human. For Haley, that moment happened in 2013 at the Boise State Honors College retreat. When she first met me, rather she overheard me talking about my Pomeranian. But it wasn't until 2017 when we became inseparable. One of mine and Haley's shared loves is reading. We have attributed our expansive imaginations, high intelligence, and discernment toward men, among other things, to this shared pastime. Knowing that we both love a good story, I think it's important to recount the night of Nathan and Haley meeting in a way that paints a picture for our dear listeners who were unfortunately, or fortunately, not there to witness such an eventful evening. First, let me set the scene for you all. It's 2018. We were coming out of 2017, which we had deemed, quote, the worst year of our lives. For various reasons, including, but not limited to, our dating lives. 2018 didn't start off much better when we got stranded in Europe in a, quote, once-in-a-century snowstorm. But that's a story we've already recounted too many times for Nathan's liking. So let's fast forward to something Nathan might have a bit more appreciation for. An all-time top trio, Kourtney, Khloe, and Kim Kardashian. This might sound familiar. Haley and I do share one brain cell, so some of this might be a refresher from earlier. This might come as a surprise to you all, but this was his opening line to Haley in July 2018 in response to one of her Tinder prompts. He went on to describe them as, quote, just so talented and interesting. And in true TED Talk fashion, I did bring my iPad. And I do have the screenshots that I did dig up from the archives to bring to this event to show you that Nathan did say that. Horrified, Haley roasted him for 3 months. And rightfully so. Fast forward to one Sunday afternoon in October. I did check the date again because I do have all the receipts. And I did lose my spot, 1 second. Okay. Nathan messaged Haley again saying, I know it's been like 3 months, but it's really been bothering me that there's someone in the world who thinks I'm a Kardashian fan. Thankfully, they were able to clear that up quite quickly. They continued to talk about other outdoor activities they enjoyed participating in, such as, quote, mudslide kayaking, paddleboard karate, and urban kite surfing. Again, all of which I know because I have all of the screenshots that I've saved for 7 years for this moment. Excuse me. Haley took in screenshots and asked if she should now, 3 months later, get a beer with him. Based on her last few underwhelming dates with other men, I asked if she was intrigued by him. No response to that. So I assumed no. But then the next thing I heard was that she was going on a date with him. With one caveat. This could not become a marathon date. AKA 4+ hours, which is something we were known for in our 2018 era. To safeguard against this, we made a plan to meet up downtown approximately 2 hours after they met for dinner. Hi, that's a new word. For dinner at Juniper. Juniper, 2025, that's going in the Webster Dictionary next year. While I and another one of our friends got ready to meet Haley downtown, we were now the ones being ghosted. Finally, I received a response starting with, oh my God, sorry, we're heading to insert name of next bar here. This continued for probably about an hour or so while we attempted to find Haley downtown, which was really hard because she would never text an update until they were already at the next bar, so we would always be like one bar behind. Finally, we got up with them at Space Bar. Upon walking in, I spotted them together at the bar and immediately knew we were in trouble. My passionate, feminist, man-hating best friend was leaning into Nate against the bar, with her hand on his chest, throwing her head back laughing. Approaching approaching them, the first thing I said was directed to Nathan. "Oh, so you must be the distraction." To which he eloquently replied, "Yeah, I guess." The months that followed were a roller coaster of emotion for really all three of us, as Nathan was going on his fire season. But while there were many days where Haley was down bad crying at the gym, so to speak, there were more days and then years where I continued to hear about her falling in love with Nathan. Naturally, I was skeptical, but month by month and year by year, the thing Nathan kept doing was showing up in all of the quiet ways that matter. He called when he said he would call, remembered the flowers she liked, and wiped away tears. And most importantly, made us dinner while we chatted on the couch. So, Nathan, thank you for being our silent, mostly non-distracting third wheel for the last 6, almost 7 years. But more importantly, thank you for taking care of Haley's heart and loving her so well. I'm gonna look away. When I look back on my friendship with Haley, I found it profoundly challenging to put into words what our friendship has meant to me all these years. Growing up, I very vividly remember wishing I had a sister to play, cry, pretend, and dream with. As is typical of childhood and early adult life, I had various friends rotating through the plot as either main or supporting characters. But it wasn't until Haley that my wish came true. She has been there for everything that matters in my life. I just face fully away for a second. Honestly, no one understands me like Haley does. We have the same thoughts. Maybe one brain cell as you're maybe remembering from the vows today. Laugh at really strange things and somehow always fall into a weird southern accent at the same time. How lucky am I to get to call you my best friend, soulmate, and sister for every remaining chapter of my life. What a privilege to found a love in each other that feels like home, and to have found a new all-time trio, you two plus Willow. I hope your life is full of soft mornings, warm coffee, belly laughs, and when Willow is napping, moments of stillness. For everyone can raise a glass, I'd love to do another cheers to Haley and Nate this evening. Congratulations. And I think Damon's next.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out to celebrate Nathan and Haley. It's been a great evening so far. I'm Damon. I would say I'm Nate's big brother, but that hasn't been true since I was a teenager, so I'll just go with Cody. I'm so happy to be here sharing this special moment with them and all of you, their closest friends and family. I've had the special privilege of knowing Nathan his entire life. Greatly enjoyed watching him grow up from the little brother who was always determined to keep up with his older brothers, Ben and me, to strong, confident, caring man we see here today. And I have a couple of short stories about Nathan that I want to share with you. The three of us, Ben, Nathan, and I, were born in Ohio. Lived in a house in the suburb with a long driveway and a big yard. And Ben and I liked to ride our bikes all over the yard. Nathan was always outside with us and desperately wanted to ride a big boy bike with us without training wheels. He was so determined to ride that he grabbed the bike, pushed it all the way to the top of the big hill, and just jumped on and started rolling down before anyone could stop him. He was pedaling by the time he reached the bottom on his own without training wheels, and he was riding a bike, and he was 3 years old. The guy was, I don't know, probably 6 when I learned to ride a bike. So I was super impressed. His love for cycling has continued to this day. He has a stable bike in the garage. Haley has bikes now, and it's awesome that that's a passion they share together these days. That determination determination has sent Nathan on numerous adventures ever since. In high school, he picked up a kind of obscure sport called footbag, maybe middle school. Quick phrase of hands. Who here knows what footbag is? Oh yeah, so few of you know Nathan very well, and have only participated in this. For those of you that don't know, footbag is like an advanced form of hacky sack, so like a schoolyard thing, picking a bag around the parking lot. But as Nathan showed me, footbag is a much more serious athletic endeavor than hacky sack, with all these super challenging tricks. He spent, I don't know, probably thousands and thousands of hours practicing this. More and more complicated moves. His commitment was such that he needed his own custom shoes and footbags. He actually learned to sew and design and craft all his own gear. He made it for his friends too. And he went all the way to like world championships with this. And he made a lot of friends along the way. And a lot of those friends are here tonight. Around college, he upped his determination, taking on new challenges. Hiked the Appalachian Trail with Mark and Bruce, who are here tonight. It's 2,200 miles from Georgia to Maine over one summer. He went to New Zealand, did conservation work. He jumped out of helicopters and trapped invasive species, planted trees, all kinds of crazy stuff. And, he jumped out of a helicopter. And he became a wildland firefighter, which brought him to Boise to Haley. And, I think it was that determination that led to their first date. Took more than one attempt, as you kind of just heard. He was persistent and stubborn, and I think that's probably the best piece of his determination. Well said. Haley, you are an incredibly warm and passionate person. From when we first met, I can tell you bring out the best in me. Your love and support for my brother means so much to me. And I'm so glad you met. I could not have asked for a better person to spend his life with. Welcome to our family. We are thrilled to have you, and I think on behalf of my whole family, we can say you do. And here, when you raise your glasses, here's to staying determined and achieving your goals together, no matter where adventures take you, because of decades of bike rides, art projects, starry camping nights, sweaty hikes, cozy evenings in the backyard, is keeping our family growing. Haley, Willow, and more to come. Happily ever after. Cheers!
Okay, so yes, I'm Haley's matron of honor. As of August of this year, Haley and I have been friends for 16 years, so more of my life with than without. We met on the first day of freshman year of high school, which is famously a great time in everyone's life. We were in health class, and we were given an icebreaker assignment, again, a famously great time. And Haley was sitting on the other side of the classroom from me, but she immediately caught my eye because I didn't recognize her, which was strange for me growing up in a small place like Tallahassee, where by high school I knew pretty much everyone. So when we were released to start the assignment, I made a beeline for Haley. I'm sure she was very excited that the girl with 2 knee braces, huge curly hair, and a Bible in her backpack was approaching her with pure determination from across the room. I hate myself. Okay. We learned a lot about each other that day. Like that Haley had just moved there from Idaho, which to me, being from Tallahassee, was incredibly exotic. She learned that I was an active member of my church youth group and very politely declined my multiple invitations to join. I also learned that Haley was joining the local crew team, which I'd never heard of, and she invited me to come to practice with her, which I also politely declined. After just being between school friends who sometimes ate lunch together and sat next to each other in health class our freshman year, she finally wore me down, and I went with her to recruit practice. I'm not sure what kind of mental illness I had at the time that made me decide to keep coming back to future practices, but maybe I just really wanted to be closer friends with Haley. And we ended up being teammates for 3 years. We spent those years writing multiple page-long notes to each other, driving around our neighborhoods at night screaming Taylor Swift out of the windows, dressing up in each other's clothes and wearing wigs to take pictures that somehow wound up on Facebook. We drove past our crushes' houses, which, based on Jill's speech from last night, stalking crushes seems to be one of Haley's childhood pastimes. There's one common denominator in our experiences. We traveled across the country for races and shared beds, showers, clothes, food. We played pranks on each other, laughed until we cried and couldn't breathe. You buried me in the sand at Mexico Beach and left me there. You scraped a hairball off of your bedroom carpet and held me down and shoved it in my mouth. I think you were actually my high school bully. You convinced me to do the cinnamon challenge in your driveway and locked me out of the house and laughed at me through the kitchen window while I choked. So Michael and Taylor were also present, and they are not innocent. During that time in high school, we went through a lot together. A lot of firsts, like a first car, and for me, a first car wreck, and then another, and then another. A first heartbreak, a first kiss, not with each other. But there was that one time, sitting in a circle with a spinning bottle. And going back to first, we definitely didn't have our first alcohol together. And I can say that honestly because I went to a party and drank for the first time, and Haley was so mad at me and scolded me for days afterward. Then senior year came, and we were applying to college, and the next thing we knew, I was moving to Oklahoma, and Haley was moving to Idaho, and we were at a crossroads of what the next phase of our friendship would look like. Would it fizzle out and leave us with fond memories that we would talk about to other people, or would we be able to stay this close even with thousands of miles between us? Anyways, Haley was this really nice girl I knew a long time ago, and I don't remember what happened to her. We kind of lost touch. No, I'm joking. I'm so thankful to say that Haley and I managed to not only stay in touch, but to somehow grow closer through weekly phone calls, even more frequent texts, sending memes on Instagram, and now sharing TikToks that we know will make the other laugh. As we have become our own people and forged our own paths, we've only grown to compliment each other more. Haley, you keep me grounded, keep me sane, keep me laughing. You let me rant, let me curse way too much. You back me up, you pick me up, you hold me, and you hold space for me. You see me so fully and completely, and you were the first person to show me unconditional love. From thousands of miles away, through phone screens and far too infrequent visits, I watched you become a woman. And in that journey, you found a man. Not one who makes you question your worth or requires walking on eggshells, but one who stands firm and steady, who quiets the noise and stills the waters, who stands back and lets you shine, and is delighted for you to be your joyous, silly, funny, laughing, deep, heartfelt, overthinking, and creative self. I'm actually really glad Nate wrote about the shed and his vows, because I heard about the shed, and I was like, Haley's gonna kill you. So I'm glad that I was wrong. When she told me she was dating a man from Idaho that lived in a shed, I was very concerned. But, that all changed changed when I first met Nate. It was when Haley was my maid of honor in my wedding 3 years ago in New York City. It was not my proudest moment, and I did a lot of yelling and a lot of aforementioned cursing. Nate was immensely helpful in carrying supplies and making sure we ate food, but I also found him to be incredibly unnerving. While I was losing my mind and Haley was running circles around me, Nate was stoic and quiet, standing by, ready to jump in. When Haley and I had a moment alone, I asked her, "Does he hate me?" And she said, "No, he's just like this." And I replied, "All the time?" And she smiled and nodded and said, "Yeah, all the time." Nate, it is as if you were created from all the hopes and dreams of Haley and her friends for what her future partner would be. I will be forever grateful for you, for how you love my best friend, and how you are all the time. I'm so excited to see what this next phase of life looks like for the two of you, to witness your growth together through hopefully more visits, but just as many phone screens. I cursed, sorry. Haley, I love you. You changed my life. Nate, I love you for changing hers. Cheers.
Gotta hold on easy as I let you go. Gonna tell you how much I love you, though you think you already know. I remember I thought you looked like an angel wrapped in pink, so soft and warm. You've had me wrapped around your finger since the day you were born. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. Go on, take on this whole world, but to me, you know you'll always be my little girl. When you're in trouble, that crooked little smile melt my heart of stone. I see trees of green, red roses too. I've seen them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.